drilling 2022 has started. We're just drilling some organic Emelina spring barley. How was Seth? Seth's licking his bits. This crop has been down to grass and clover for 2.5 years, so it should be quite fertile, so I'm hoping it'll do well. It's been very wet this last couple of weeks, but this nice light field, this is drying up quite well. Grass leaves the soil in good condition, so it's working down well, so hopefully it should grow well. A bit of a change today. Sam's got the 6130, which has GPS, which I normally drill with. He's sort of dressing some muck with that, and you really need GPS because you can't tell where you've been, so I'm in the old 6830. It's a good tractor, but it's noisy. You have to steer it, which isn't the end of the world, but you have to concentrate all day. And it just isn't as easy. But anyway, it's going all right. We're using the Weaving RS6000 drill, which is a 6-metre air drill, like a cultivated drill. We have a press on the front, which all the press does really is it firms down the soil a bit. It's not that heavy, but it just means that you don't need a front weight on the tractor, which means that you don't paddle as much. We're drilling at 9 kilometres an hour. It's a bit annoying. I think we'd go about 10 or 11k, but annoyingly with the gears on this tractor, if I go in second I can go slow enough on the headlands, where if I go in third it wants to go like mad, it wants to turn around too quick. I'm using the markers so I can see my next run, so I'll follow that line back down the field next time. We're not putting any tram lines in the field because it's an organic crop and I think it just leaves more space for rubbish. And there's the drill. I think we're drilling at, I'm hoping, about 190 kilos to the hectare of seed. This is spring barley, and it is being grown as a seed crop. So I'll have to try and keep it nice and clean and keep any wild oats out and that kind of thing. Don't think, well, maybe have a go. I'll try and turn around while I'm carrying my phone with this tractor. I can do it with the other. I can do it with the 6130 because everything's so much more easy. So I'll change it down a few gears. Lift the front linkage out. Lift the drill out. Marker in. Pull the marker back out. Drill back down. Front press down. Oops. They're lifting my front wheels off the ground. I use the front press in free float so it can move up and down, but I just managed to press it down then. Yeah, the Vario gearbox in the 6130 is so much easier for things like this because you can just slow down to whatever speed you want at headlands. You don't end up going too fast. But yeah, I think it's going reasonably alright. Yeah, just it was warm and bits of rain, not too much. It'd be nice really in some ways if it stayed dry for a few days, and I'd probably roll this because the soil can be a bit soft after grass when you've ploughed it, and it can be a bit spongy, so it almost needs to just press it down. Phil is over there. He's on the 6215 with the 6-metre coon power harrow on and the farm force front press. So he's just power harrowing the ploughing in front of us just to make a nice seed bed, because this drill, it wouldn't go very well straight into ploughing anyway. So yeah, it's a nice sunny day. It's a bit of a hillsidey field, but it's not too steep this one. We've got a lot worth. There's a good view out over there towards Pocklington. See you all later. It's the 10th of March. Yesterday, I think I forgot to say what date it was. It was the 9th of March when we were drilling the barley in the field next door to where I am now. We're just having a go today. We're going to drill some organic spring oats into a living mulch. We're using the Weaving GD. I'll show you a bit of filming that in a minute. I think it might be a bit windy outside though, so you might only hear wind outside. They're Merlin spring oats that we're drilling. They're on a seed contract, so I'm hopefully growing them for seed. I can't decide whether it's too early. The ground's not that warm yet, but the living mulch, we grazed it off quite hard with sheep, but it is starting to grow back. So I thought, well, I could do to get the oats in the ground so that they compete with the mulch. And I may need to graze it again just as the oats, after the oats have come out as well, just to get the mulch knocked back a little bit. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I think it's going all right. It's quite wet underneath, but it's travelling quite well, so we'll see. But anyway, I'll film some in a second and we'll have a look. I think Sam's coming back up the field now. Like I say, he's drilling with the Weaving GD. It's a 3-metre trailed machine we've got. He's on the 6130R. You need to use that. Well, you could use the bigger tractor, but it's only a small drill, so I prefer to use the small tractor to reduce paddling. You also really do need GPS because it's quite difficult to see where you've been, because it only leaves the drill, just opens up a narrow slot, puts the seed in, and then closes it up again. So it's quite difficult to see where you've been. So the GPS is useful because it means you can see on the screen what bits you've done and what bits you haven't quite easily, and it just makes life a whole lot easier. But anyway, I think he's on his way up now. I've just bought him some seed down to the field. He has a bit in already, so hopefully that'll be enough to do the field, and I better go and have a look at some sheep in a bit. I will probably talk while I'm looking at the mulch, but it's very windy, so you might not hear anything. Okay, bye. Right, so this is our living mulch. It was established nearly 2 years ago now in some spring oilseed rape. We direct drilled some winter rye into it last year, which, well, we got some rye off it. It certainly didn't yield very well. It was a bad back end for getting established. Bit of slug pressure, and I also grazed it while we were drilling it. I think there's just a slight chance that the sheep maybe sealed the seed in a little bit. But anyway, we're drilling into here, so you can see here. So this is a mixture of white clover and yellow trefoil, but it's just starting to come back to life now. So I think once it does warm, it'll grow quick. So I'd like the oats in there as well. The oats are just down. You can maybe see them just about there. Where are we? You can see some oats in the bottom there, anyway. You can see them on this side. Where are we? There, look. There's no in the bottom there. Just nicely in. I can't decide how deep to put them, but it's difficult to know. Plenty of moisture down there. The other thing about drilling early, I'm just hoping it gets some rain. Last year, the direct drilling in spring, it never rained for ages after we'd put the seeds in and the slots tended to open back up. So hopefully this year we'll get some rain afterwards. So I think it's a gamble you take, but if anyone remembers, it was horrendously dry for quite a while last spring. Here comes Sam. He's on the 6130R. He's still on the headlands. We tend to drill the headlands first with this drill. Don't know why, but we do. But he's still using the guidance on the headlands as well, so the tractor should be guiding him around here. See how it goes. I think that corner's a bit sharp. I'm going to tell him to pull out on that one next time. Anyway, things are going alright, I think. Lovely day. See you all later. Do you not want to be on, Sam? Talk to the hand because the face ain't listening. alright, just a shame it's not 4 metres wide. Yeah. Nearly finished. Time we on? 4 o'clock. This tractor's so clever, it should be able to estimate exactly what time you're going to finish, shouldn't it? Not that clever, is it? How fast are we going now? We're up to 10k. Feels better at 10k, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Maybe just makes a bit more tilt around the seat with a bit more speed.